Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to go over the app that I used to assist me in my weight loss journey. In the App Store, you will look for the little scale of the app that says Loseit. And this is a brief overview of the app in the App Store. In a few minutes, I will take you into my app that I use. As you can see from the overview, you can input food in various ways. I really like the app. It has a 4.7 star rating, so it's a very effective app that has helped a lot of people lose weight. And so it has worked very well for me. As I mentioned before, I have used it for 4 years, so it has been the app that has kept me on track. Now, there are months that I didn't not use the app, and I started to see myself gaining weight. So I know that the app works. I know sometimes it may seem tedious to want to log your food every day, but I think until you get into a place where you feel comfortable with what you're eating, you're definitely taking account for every single thing that's going into your mouth. And it's kind of crazy to actually have to also log ketchup, mustard, your condiments, your drinks. All of those things matter. You have to log those particular items. You would be surprised at what a little ketchup from Whataburger is like 30 calories. And so you have to make sure that you're logging every single day, every single thing that is going into your mouth. You might think, well, it's not a lot of food, but you don't realize how much snacking you do. And I know I didn't. And so as you can see, when you go into the App Store, you can read a lot of the reviews. You can see how a lot of people have used it to lose weight. Now, you can get the premium subscription, and I did that at the beginning, and I paid the $40. I believe it was for 2 years, and it was effective for me. I connected my iWatch, my scale, and I'll show you in another video what scale I use and stuff like that. But as I mentioned before, it does have a 4.7 star rating. It's an effective app, not just for me, but for a lot of people who have used the app and find it to be effective in their weight loss journey. Now here I'm going to log into my app, and as you can see, I have logged for the first 4 days, and I like the app because it has 4 topics on this main menu. And so we'll go into the first menu was the calories. The second menu is the nutrients. It tells you how much fat you've had, how much carbs, protein, stuff like that. And so you want to keep that pretty even. Now on the bonus, you'll get bonus points if you exceed your workouts, exceed your daily caloric intake, and it'll give you bonus calorie points. The challenges, I've never really done the challenges, but it's a community on Loseit that you can go in there and join these challenges along with other people. As you can see, there's different participants in different categories, so it might be kind of fun and inspiring to you. Here is my Thursday and the food that I have logged for that day. And then I went on to Wednesday because I did want to show you how I log and how I log every single day, and how when I exercise, see up there where it says exercise and it has a minus 130, that gives you room to have more of a count for calories to eat. Then you have your net calories, and I like the way it keeps you informed of, under calories and stuff like that. Now, I use my Apple Watch to exercise, and since I had previously connected them together, they show in my exercise log. And so now we'll move on to see the menus at the very bottom. That's where I'm clicking to go from day to day, or from category to category, excuse me. And so you have my log, or my day log, and then right next to that you have the social aspect. And so here I'm just kind of showing you how it really does break down everything in that food item. It picks up your sodium, your total fat, your protein. On the bottom it gives you how it breaks down calories, carbs, fat, protein. And so that's really important to know all that stuff. You need to know what's going in your body, and I just scan that in from the label, so it's very easy to do. I don't have to sit there and try to figure it out or put it in or anything like that. It just automatically does that. And so like I said, here's the social aspect, and it just kind of gives me a breakdown of how the activity that I'm doing, if I exercised, if I lost weight, if I gained weight. It just kind of gives me a breakdown of everything that's going on with me particularly. Now you can go on to messages. If you have friends that are using the same app, you can use messages to send each other encouragement, which is really nice. And then you have the section of friends, and you can invite friends to do challenges with you, to just, again, connect with them and jointly do a weight loss journey. These are the groups. There's communities on the app that you can join, which really helps keep you encouraged and on track. Sometimes we need those challenges to help us and push us and keep us accountable for exercise and stuff like that. Here I'm showing you my goals. My goal, as I mentioned before in my weight loss video, which if you haven't watched that, please go and watch that. My goal is to stay at 130. And so as you can see, my current weight is 129.8. And then it gives you a preview of the things I've eaten. You can set goals for yourself. So the higher peaked graph here shows when I didn't use the app as faithfully, and you can see how it affected my weight. I believe in this app. I know that it works. I've used it to lose weight strictly by food. When I had an injury and I couldn't exercise, I used it to help me know what was going in my body and to stay on track. And so here you just go more specific. As when I started using the app, I weighed 145 pounds, and it just gives like some information there. You can see what your daily caloric intake is, stuff like that. Your plan, you can tell it if you want to lose weight, maintain your weight, what you want to do as far as how you want to use the app, and it'll adjust your caloric intake. Like if I said I wanted to lose 5 pounds, it would adjust my caloric intake. If I go above my current weight or my goal weight, if I weighed today and I was 131, it would change my caloric intake to what I need to eat to lose the pound or two. It keeps me on track. Every week I weigh myself so that I know what I need to do for the week. If I've eaten too much, if I went on vacation, it will put me back on track of where I need to go. as far as like, do I need to exercise more? Do I need to eat less? It really keeps you accountable. So I really like the app. It helps, again, like I said, keep me accountable, and you can set goals on it and stuff like that. Now you go into the last little tab, which is the Me tab. And I really like this because it gives you encouragement. It gives you little badges, rewards of exercising or logging your food. And it's just that little encouragement that you like to have every now and again. You know, staying encouraged during weight loss is very, very difficult. I can't say I really use the insights. I have noticed on my meal logs that it does have insights on there, and I do click on it, and it lets me know on days that if I've eaten something, this has been the end result for me. So if I eat chips, it'll say every day you eat chips, you go over your caloric intake by this much. And when I say like you have calories that you can eat, I never go over the calories that it suggests, even on a cheat day. Now, on a regular day-to-day, I do try to stay below it just in case we do want to go out and I want to splurge on a dessert or something. I have those calories banked so that I can use them later. Foods, every time I enter my food, it keeps an account of all the food that I usually eat. I just click on that My Foods, and a list of the foods that I typically eat come up. As I said, sometimes you can go to a restaurant and you can try to put the food in, and it just doesn't come up. And so there's a way that you can go in there and add the food. Usually if you go on the internet and find the restaurant, they have all their nutrients online. And so all you do is you click on that custom foods and you can add it in there. And if it's a restaurant that you go to often, you know, you can put it in there, and next time you go there, then you know that it's in there. So I have put in like saltgrass, torchy tacos. As I said in my weight loss video, I don't deprive myself. I eat what I want to eat, and sometimes it's not always clean, but I never go over my daily caloric intake. So the same is true for the recipes part. If you have a recipe that you always use or you put in, you can just click that, put everything that you use in that recipe section, and then all you have to do to log your calories for that day is go to that recipe, select that particular item, and it'll just show up in your log. So that's kind of nice, to not have to put those in all the time. I know it can get kind of nitpicky when you have to use all your spices and scan them all. Usually spices don't have calories, but I always like to scan them just to make sure. So make sure that when you scan them that the correct item is coming in, because I have had times where I've scanned something and it read wrong. So you definitely want to make sure that it's scanning correctly so that you can have an accurate log of what you're eating, what's going into your body. Now I went back to the log section just to kind of show you again some of the items that I've put in. I'm a big snacker and I like to snack a lot, and so I select snacks that I can eat. I just love sweet tarts, and so that's my sweet tooth fix, and so that's what I eat. But I also like to eat fruits, and so I'll put that in. But as you can see, this day I had a hamburger or a cheeseburger from Sonic, and so I just put that in. And so I just go to Sonic, type in the restaurant, look for the item that I ate, And that's the cool thing about this app too. Like I said, it does have a lot of restaurant stuff. As you can see, it has the New York hot dog, tater tots. Now, I'm not telling you to go and eat these things. This is why we're using the app. We're trying to keep on track. But what I am saying is that there are some days that you can go to Sonic, you can go to Saltgrass, you can eat certain things, but just make sure that your caloric intake for the week has been low. Just make sure that you save your calories for special dates, things like that. As I said before, take a picture of what you've eaten before, after. You know, we're very social media type people. We like to take pictures of our food, and that's okay. But you don't have to post it on social media. You can just take a picture. It's not anything abnormal that you're doing. Everybody does it all the time. And so just get comfortable with doing those things. Also, the menus on the top, you know, you can search your food, my foods, meals. I always go to my meals. I have the same breakfast every day. I just go to meals. I type in one thing, yogurt, and everything, all my fruits and measured out and everything come up, and I just select that and log it, and that's my logged meal for the day. As you can see right there under recent meals, if I go to Sonic and we have a cheeseburger, then I just click on that and everything comes up. Now, if it's not in there, you can add it in there. And that's what this new food menu is. You can add the restaurant, the name of the food. As I said, if you go online, you can find all of the nutrients, the saturated fats, and anything that's in that food, and just log it in. I always keep mine public so that people can use them if they'd like. Here is what the scanner is like. You just scan your food item, and I just turned it on. I didn't scan anything, and I apologize for that. But you just look for the little scan bar on any of your items that you want to scan, and it'll pop right up. But again, always make sure that what you're scanning is what's coming up. And if you're not sure, take that minute to look online. Hey, let me see how many calories is actually in this thing, and make sure that your log is as accurate as it can be. On this day that I had a cheeseburger, see, I didn't go over my calories. I was still under by 47. And so that's what I mean by you can eat what you want as long as you stay under your calories. You don't want to be at your max calories budget every single day. You want to try, as you can see, my little lines go up and down. You want to try to stay below. You want to save your calories for those special days that you want to treat yourself. But also, don't skip meals. Don't starve yourself. If you're hungry, eat fruits, eat vegetables, eat the healthy stuff. Don't try to get the stuff that is really bad for you. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope that this video was informative and that you get the app. Bye.